ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, it is your boy, Goldy, and I wanted to make a video today about the recent news about one-trick pony bans. Okay, sorry about that little vibration. That was actually my phone. I just got a text message. Anyway, back to the subject. So basically, there was a post made from a community manager saying that, to be clear, specializing in certain heroes or playing off-meta heroes is not bad behavior on its own. In fact, we actively encourage people to be clever with their team comps and work with their teammates to counter the enemy comp. Teamwork is important and should be considered when making your hero selections, especially in competitive play. And the next one was on the official Overwatch Twitter. There was this statement: "We believe that players should be able to choose their favourite heroes, but playing as a team, which includes building an effective team composition, is a core part of the Overwatch experience." If you've been playing Blizzard games for a while, you've probably heard us use the phrase, "play nice, play fair." It's like a mantra around the Blizzard campus, and it's a big part of the way we approach situations like this. People tend to focus on the playing fair part, but forget about the playing nice part. Sometimes that means switching off at your teammate's request, and sometimes that means working around your teammate's specialization. And that leads us to the third quote, which is, "Playing a certain hero is not against the rules. You have nothing to worry about." And for the fourth quote, we have the in-game description for poor teamwork, which is, "Poor teamwork is not trying to complete the map objectives or constantly communicating in a negative fashion, i.e. this team's horrible. Poor teamwork is not playing a hero that is not considered optimal by the community or staying silent in team voice chat." So this obviously raises so many questions, let's go with the first point. Who decides what team composition is correct? And who on a team of 6 players gets the final say on what heroes the team should play? Also, playing a specific hero is not bad behavior on its own and is encouraged. Which is it? And for the second quote, who decides, again, what's the effective team composition? Who on the team of 6 gets to decide? And should players choose their favorite heroes? It is both encouraged and discouraged at the same time. And they say that you need to switch off at a teammate's request. But which teammates? Can a Symmetra one-trick pony report 5 others for not switching at her request or his request? Is it the same as 5 players reporting that the Symmetra OTP is not switching? Can I report that the 3rd or 4th DPS players on the team? If so, which of the 4 DPS do I report? When should, as you say, the OTP switch versus the OTP's teammates switch to work with the specialization? Okay, so with the third quote I mentioned, I don't think it's even true anymore. Playing a certain hero is not against the rules. You have nothing to worry about. I think that's a complete false positive. So with the final quote, which is the in-game description of poor teamwork, has a definition of poor teamwork changed and the players were not notified? Is playing poorly now a reportable offense? If a player is playing the most meta hero but is still struggling, is that reportable? What is the new definition of poor teamwork? It appears that Blizzard is acting under a different definition that is presented to players. I think we really need to discuss the core catalyst of the problem for these OTP, quote-unquote bans, which is, the SR system is what we really need to fix before we consider other options. The recent bans, have had a lot of people suggesting different solutions such as team queue, role queue, harsher punishments, and a lot more creative and brilliant solutions. And there are a lot of good ideas that might be the right solution for Overwatch, but they also come with downsides such as splitting the player base and increasing the wait times, which is why I think before we start discussing these solutions, Blizzard really does need to address the root of the problem, the performance-based SR system. And I think once that's fixed, we can go back and reconsider if we even need some more of the more complicated solutions that the community is putting together. So I'm not trying to say that changing the SR system is going to completely be the bullet solution. It's going to fix all the problems that ranked has with OTPs and toxicity and just general poor teamwork. But, you know, I do think it will help quite a bit. There's been a lot of discussion that the performance-based SR system rewards one-tricking, and it causes many people to become one-trick ponies in order to rank up. So changing the SR system to be based solely on winnings or losses, you know, would cause a lot of the OTPs to learn other characters and start flexing, at least to some degree. But this change would also have another effect. The people who continue to one-trick their favourite character would start to lose SR. This would eventually level off at a place where they are in fact better than the other players as long as they're on their favourite character. Their skill would balance out their lack of flexibility, so getting a OTP on the team would not be an instant loss. A team would actually be able to pick around the OTP knowing that they actually can count on the player to pull their weight. And I think as players learn that they can in fact win with an OTP on their team, they'd be significantly less upset when they see one, which would reduce toxicity both from teammates and from the OTPs themselves, leading to much better teamwork all around. I think once all these effects settle out, then we can evaluate the new state of the game and consider taking further action. But Blizzard should start here first. I think as a community we need to stay focused and continue to pressure Blizzard to fix the SR system before focusing on anything else. It's worth considering, even if we don't want to go as far as reworking or, you know, removing the performance-based SR system, that we could also try some adjustments to it first. I'm pretty sure they thought about this for a long time and balanced the pros and cons of both ranking systems and figured out this is the lesser of two evils. But the current format of it is absolute garbage, mainly due to the one trick problem, but I just think there are a lot of great issues with the current SR system. I have friends that play at a pretty darn high level that are placed in silver, you know, or gold, and grouped up with people that are like, oh, this is my first time playing competitive. I mean, that doesn't seem right. Like, players that have a vast background and experience with other FPS games that are playing to an optimal level of gameplay, they get matched by the MMR system with someone that is playing competitive for the first time, or someone that's very young that has, you know, not even played any other FPS games for the first time. That is wrong. I do not think that is what should be happening. It makes me frustrated that my friends aren't able to, you know, progress to the rank that they deserve because of the fact that the whole SR system is broken to begin with. Anywho, that is me, and that is me being passionate about Overwatch, because you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I love Overwatch, and so do you, because you're watching this video. But I want to know what you have to think, I want to know what you have to say about this, because these are just some thoughts I'm throwing out there for you guys. What do you think about the current system? Should we be banning the one-trick ponies? Or is it completely fine? Like, if you want to play an off-meta hero, should you be allowed to? Or it's just such a loaded question. And I want to know what your guys' thoughts are. If you could please leave me a comment down below. Love to hear it. And anywho, that is me for today. Settling down after my little rant. I hope that you had a really great weekend, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. If you did like this video, please do like the video. It helps me tons. And please subscribe for more. I'm Goldy. I make videos very, very often. I'm not going to say every day because I was lazy over the weekend, but very often. Would love it if you could see you in the next video. Anywho, guys, thank you so much. Love you so much. See you in the next one. Bye. Bye.